Didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Fielded at about the 28. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal from the 1. He'll get it up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. as well good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
So. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Mahomes now on first down. And going deep for Hill. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Josh Hawkins with a pick, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job.
This is caught inside the 15. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. And that one results in 35 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
You know a team likes you when they make a trade up and then select you, and Breland Speaks found that out from Kansas City. The tackle from Ole Miss made a nice play right there, something that we saw often in college. And who could ever forget that big play made against Mississippi State where he recovered the fumble, a little smile and a wave at the Bulldog bench.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 21-0. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And now here comes Kansas City. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Terrell Edmonds. He was looking for Watkins that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
58.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your back. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem with me.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10.
Over here.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Malik Jefferson did a lot of that at the University of Texas. Run down ball carriers and put them on the ground. And he played inside linebacker a lot while he was at UT. I like him better outside. A weak side linebacker protected by a defensive line. Let him run, chase, and hit, and you'll get plenty more plays just like that.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here we go now.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get this one up to the 26. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Here we go. Green.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Green, 90.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Not that time for Watkins. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Where y'all going? Zoom. Jump out.
Rodgers now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Flushed out right. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. Boswell good with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And now here comes Kansas City. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Over here. Zoom.
On second down, here's Rodgers. He hits West underneath. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
12 more yards there and another first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Over here. John. Zoom.
Rodgers now on first down. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18. From the gun, it's Rodgers. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's second and 10 from the 20. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn, you don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go with Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Artie Burns. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
To throw is Rodgers, eluding the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. And they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
But he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they'll run on the draw. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now.
Green 90. Green 90.
Here's Ajayi. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Left, 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 left.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it is incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Chris Jones on the stop. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On third down, that's West, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And out come the Chiefs now. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14.
4 down, 4 down. Z.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. He's airing it out for Williams. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The Chiefs on third down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45. Ace. Slow.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. T.J. Watt coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Ace. Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45. Left.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mahomes now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So Charles are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL.